Okay, so getting back into our coverage over the Dawn of X, we pick up with Fallen Angels number 5. Now, with this book right here, it actually picks up a couple hours after the ending of Fallen Angels number 4. Now, with that being said, with this book right here, we actually pick up with X-23 and Cable. And the reason why, because right now you have X-23 and Cable recruiting 2 more mutants to join their team with Psylocke to go take down Apoth. Now these 2 characters would be Husk and Bling. Yes, Husk and Bling. Now, Husk has been around since like the early 2000s, and Bling, I forgot when she first appeared, but in reality, she doesn't really matter at all. But either way though, you have X-23 and Cable being able to actually recruit these 2 characters to join their team, to join Psylocke to go take down Apoth, this new evil villain that wants to wipe out almost everything on the earth. Not just humans or mutants, but machines as well. So then you have X-23 meeting up with Psylocke. Now, of course, you do have X-23 telling Psylocke to inform her that her and Cable were able to recruit 2 more characters to their team, which again is Bling and Husk. Now, with that being said, you do have Psylocke and X-23 bring up what happened at the very end of Fallen Angels number 4. And let's not forget what happened at the very end of that book. And we kind of learn a tad bit about Apoth, this new villain that is running around only in Fallen Angels, and that is it. And this new villain is apparently God, because we learn at the very end of Fallen Angels number 4, there was some kind of creature that was created out of the thoughts of men. Thanks to men having thoughts, it created this godlike creature. And so this person or this creature believes that he is God. Now, you do have Psylocke telling X-23 that she has been talking to or kind of communicating with the opposite of Apoth, meaning that some kind of godlike creature that is opposite of Apoth, kind of like the devil possibly, or vice versa, Apoth being the devil and God is actually talking to Psylocke and trying to work with Psylocke to bring down Apoth. But we have no idea if that's true or not. But either way, you do have Psylocke saying that her and her new strike team are going to work together to actually bring down Apoth very soon. Now, you do have Psylocke meeting up with Mr. Sinister. Now, with that happening, you actually have Psylocke asking Mr. Sinister to do the one thing he's very good at, which is playing around with mutant DNA. Genetics, because he's able to unlock different things in each mutant when it comes to their genetics. And so she's hoping that Mr. Sinister will be able to unlock some kind of untapped potential in her powers to make her stronger, just strong enough to battle against Apoth. Now, you do have Mr. Sinister kind of tell her no, or really yes, because he does have a way to kind of unlock that hidden ability to give her the edge to fight against Apoth. And what he wants to use to help her unlock that potential is the same device that Apoth used as a way to control children across the world. And so right now you have Mr. Sinister giving her the device as a way to test to see if he is able to unlock her hidden potential, but to also learn more about the connection that Apoth has with people who do wear his device. Now, you do have Mr. Sinister being able to actually use the device on Psylocke, and it does unlock some hidden potential in her powers, but at the same time, it does give her a way to actually locate Apoth so that she can finally begin the process of getting rid of him. Now, with all that being said, once the test is done, you do have Mr. Sinister ask Psylocke one simple question. Why is she doing this for? Like, why is she trying to stop Apoth? Because Mr. Sinister believes Apoth can go ahead and destroy the rest of the world, but there's no way he'll be able to actually reach COPPA. But for Psylocke, she's kind of like, I can't just stay on the sideline and let something that I helped create go around killing humans across the world. And so right then and there, she decided that she is going to save the human race from Apoth. But then you have the book remind us about Psylocke and Betty Braddock. What I mean is that back in the 1990s, you had both characters, and then Marvel decided to have both characters switch bodies. So you have Betty Braddock in the body of Psylocke, while you had Psylocke in the body of Betty Braddock. Now, that went on for years, to the point when new fans finally jumped into X-Men comics, they actually believed that Betty Braddock was Psylocke. They had no idea about the history where apparently her body and someone else's body were switched. But either way though, after that, back in like 2015, 16, maybe 17, Marvel finally put the two ladies back in their original body, which was a great thing to do. But ever since that happened, Psylocke kind of feels some kind of way towards Betty Braddock, even though Betty Braddock's body was also switched. But either way, is Psylocke kind of finally forgiving Betty Braddock for having her body. And when they had switched bodies back, Psylocke did lose a small amount of her powers thanks to Betty Braddock. But either way, it's both ladies finally moving on. Now, we did pick up with X-23 and Cable actually training the two new recruits as they're working together to get ready for Apoth, because Fallen Angels number 6 is going to be the big huge issue that is going to wrap up this whole storyline, and actually the last issue of Fallen Angels because it was canceled after that book right there. But either way, once you have everyone go through the training, that is the moment you have Psylocke appear. And you have Psylocke kind of give everyone a pep talk like, hey, I'm happy we're here together. I'm happy you're helping me out. I know you're really here for more X-23 and Cable, but at the same time still happy that you are here. And I'll make sure to protect you guys from what's to come down the road. And it's the team kind of like coming together like, yeah, we're going to do this together and we're going to bring down Apoth. Let's go, gang. Kind of like that. To go ahead and wrap up this video, but to also build up to the last issue of Fallen Angels, that is the moment you actually have Psylocke go to Magneto, and you have Magneto give Psylocke and her team some kind of jet to fly them over there so that they can go ahead and stop Apoth. But the book ends with the team heading over there right now to actually stop Apoth and hopefully defeat him and save the human race. But with that being said, this is where we are going to end today's comic book video. So with that being said, if you did enjoy today's comic book video, please leave me a like down below and also subscribe to the channel for more content to come in the near future. Also, if you have any suggestions on books I should read, well, please let me know in the comments below, because you never know, your suggestion could be a future video down the road. But I do hope you enjoy today's comic book video. Later, guys.